Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Suit of Swords, which is part of the Minor Arcana in a typical 78 card tarot deck. This is part 2 of a 5-part series. Part 1, we went over the Major Arcana. If you're interested in learning about the Major Arcana, check out the description down below and that video will be linked. So let's go over the Suit of Swords. The Suit of Swords is associated with the element of air, and the Suit of Swords are the I think cards. The Suit of Swords are all about logic and truth and using your mind. So when you pull the Ace of Swords, which is the first card in the Suit of Swords, it's a new beginning, a new truth, a new way of looking at something. It's a clear vision, maybe there's an important decision you need to make, and this card will help you. And you will say, I see it now. Next, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is typically interpreted as a decision to be made. This shows you that sometimes the decisions are not up to us. We might not know the complete outcome of our choices, but there is a choice to be made. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is my personal favorite card. This card is as painful as it looks. This card talks about heartbreak, disappointment, learning something that broke you. Remember, the Suit of Swords is about knowledge and wisdom. So when you learn something hard, you feel it. The Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords reminds us to take a break, relax, rest. There is nothing wrong with resting. If anything, it is a requirement. How can you accomplish anything if you are not rested? The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords shows the aftermath of a battle where you won. But was it worth it? Not every battle is meant to be won. Not every argument is a chance for you to come out on top. Sometimes we have to know when to walk away, when to say it is not worth it. I do not want to go down this road because it will not benefit anybody. The Six of Swords is about letting go, moving on. You might not want to. It will definitely be painful, but it is absolutely necessary. You need to cut your ties, let go, move on, start anew. And yes, it will hurt. The Seven of Swords. Secrets, deceit, lies, trickery. That is exactly what this card represents. Something hidden, something you don't know, a backstab of sorts. The Eight of Swords. Are you truly trapped? Are you truly stuck? Or is it all in your mind? Sometimes when we feel stuck and trapped, open your eyes, look around, and you will see that, sure, there may be obstacles along the way, but you can make it through. It wasn't as hard as you thought. It was all in your head. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about fear, anxiety. When you wake up at 2 a.m. and you don't know why, maybe you had a nightmare, maybe you feel something wrong. That is the feeling that this card represents. Maybe you need to break a loop, a situation, rethink something that's going on. Sometimes we can't control our brain. It runs and runs and runs, and we need to know when to say enough is enough. The Ten of Swords. That's it. It's over. But it's okay. It's okay for things to end. The Ten of Swords is the last numbered card in the suit of swords. It is the end. But not everything that ends is bad. Sometimes we need that ending to start anew. And now we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is the first card in what is known as the court cards of each suit. The Page of Swords is a curious type. They have a mind full of ideas, a curiosity about them. They are always wondering what's next. When you pull a court card in a reading, it typically represents a person or yourself in your life that is going through something. When you pull the Page of Swords in a reading, it can mean someone around you is inquisitive or knowledgeable in ways that you don't know. The Knight of Swords can typically represent somebody, yourself, or somebody else, who is fast and fierce and maybe just a little bit out of their mind. And that is okay because we need that sometimes. We need someone who is not afraid to charge into action, to go in swords ablazing and do that thing that's impulsive. But remember, this is a suit of swords. So that means that they know what they're doing. It is not all barbaricness. They are going in there because they know what is coming. The Queen of Swords. This person, whoever they may be, it does not need to be a feminine energy. They are sharp mind and clear voice. They give it to you straight. They see everything. They know everything. They stand above it all. They teach you that you have boundaries. You need to set those boundaries and respect the boundaries others have set. And finally, we have the King of Swords. This is the last card in the suit of swords. The King of Swords stands for someone who is wise and strategic and maybe a little cold. Typically, when someone is the master of their mind, they might not have all the emotions that they need. That is why this person is great at logic and analyzing. They have that calm authority about them. They don't get caught up in the drama, in the political battles and struggles. They will give it to you clear and they will not hold back. So, this was the suit of swords. The suit of swords is again a suit of the mind, it is an air sign. When you pull a sword card, they are here to make you think. These cards will force you to ask the hard questions in a reading, and they will give it to you straight. They will not hold back. They are very easy to interpret. These cards remind us that truths can be hard, but sometimes it's what we need to come out on top. A very hard hitting, very honest suit. One of my favorite suits. That is why I chose to make this the second video in this series. If you are interested in learning more about the tarot deck, make sure to check out my video where I go over the major arcana, and make sure to check out the third video in this series where I go over the Suit of Cups. And if you like this content, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. It really does help me out. I really appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos. It means a lot to me. And with that, I will see you next time.